Hey, what's up, vinyl community and everybody out there in YouTube land? Kendall Stokes coming back to you with another video for the Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem YouTube channel. Like I said in my last video, I was going to do a video talking about everything I picked up over the weekend that wasn't Record Store Day Black Friday stuff. When I got back to the Charlotte area, and did some shopping around here. So I figured I would do that. This is all stuff that I picked up at Lunchbox and Noble Records. Although I did pick up something, and I didn't mention this in my last video, at Record Bar that wasn't an RST title. This is something I actually picked up for my middle daughter, Ashley. She doesn't watch my videos, so I can say this. I got this for her for Christmas. She's into buying vinyl as well. Anytime I buy a Taylor Swift record, it is for her, or my youngest daughter, Sarah, of course. But she wanted a copy of Evanescence, their debut album, and it just so happened that, if you didn't know already, they just did a reissue of their debut album for the 20th anniversary. Makes me feel a little old, because I remember when that album came out. The songs were heavy on the radio, and and so picked that up for her for Christmas while I was out there. I'm just gonna go ahead and show it real quick. Kind of a cool redo of the cover, but this is the 20th anniversary. It's a 2 LP set, deluxe edition on pink and black marble. Got 2 LPs. The second LP is some other songs that weren't on the record, and some live acoustic and stuff like that. Bunch of different versions of My Immortal, which is probably, to me, their best song on this. Just the best song in general, actually. Amy Lee, I think, is a great talent. Good. Just a really nice voice. I like the version of just her and the piano of that song. But anyway, I figured I'd show that real quick. But like I said, when we got back on Friday, we just kind of went to bed, and then Saturday I decided I would go out to Noble, because I know they did a drop on Friday, and then so I went to Noble, purchased a few more records that I had, got some store credit like I normally do, and there was a record that they had on the wall that I'd been looking at for a couple weeks. It was one that he had gotten in a collection a few weeks back, and it was funny because it was a metal collection, but this record, however, is not a metal record. And this is not a record that's easy to find, and it had never been reissued except for recently through Vinyl Me Please, and I don't subscribe to Vinyl Me Please because I think it's honestly a waste of money. And to just get the record from Vinyl Me Please, it's like $8 extra than the subscription, and then you got to pay shipping, and so it didn't seem worth it to me. Yes, it would have been cheaper probably than buying the original, but support your local record store. So I did. Plus, with the credit I had, I only ended up paying like 20 bucks. So I thought it was worth it for an original. And that's this one here. That's Keith Whitley, Don't Close Your Eyes. This is just a phenomenal record from 1988. Keith Whitley, gone way too soon. Just an amazing voice. He had his demons with alcoholism, and that's really what killed him. But he was just such an amazing singer. He was also really great friends with Ricky Skaggs. I'm a huge Ricky Skaggs fan. But this album had so many of his hits on it. Don't Close Your Eyes being the big one. Love that song. I was gonna say it's my favorite of his, but that one's up there. But so is I'm No Stranger to the Rain, that's on this one. And then of course When You Say Nothing at All, which Alison Krauss did a cover of it for the tribute album that they did. And of course that became huge, bigger probably than even his version. Just a beautiful song. But these are not cheap records. And this, like I said, this is an OG original US pressing. The cover looks to be in great shape, but however, there are a lot of creases. I'm not gonna pull it out. There are a lot of creases in it, but like there's no like significant like damages and like ring wear, scratches or tears or anything like that. So that it's just creases. So as long as it stays in like the sleeve, it'll be fine. The record itself is in really great shape. So, I'm very happy with it. Like I said, this was not exactly cheap, but compared to what it sells for online, I got a great deal. So I was very happy to pick this up. Like I said, it had been calling to me for weeks there on the wall, and finally I just pulled the trigger with the store credit, only having to pay about 20 bucks for it after that. Very excited to add this. This has been on my want list for a long time. 80s country at its best right here. Keith Whitley gone way too soon, but this needs an actual good, like it needs a repress. I don't know why they haven't actually done a full repress. Vinyl Me Please did it, I know, but this needs a repress out to the public that can be done for anyone to get. I don't know why it hasn't. Just a great country album. Anyway, so after I went to Noble, I then went to Lunchbox because, again, it was their 18th anniversary. Congratulations to Lunchbox. If you haven't been there, it's a great record store. We have so many great record stores here in the Charlotte area. So, but went to Lunchbox. Everything in the store that wasn't record store day titles or new releases for that week was 18% off. I know that sounds like a weird number, but I get it. So if something was already marked down to something, else, then you just add another 18% to it. So I, of course, was looking at everything. I was looking at used records. I was looking at new records. I was looking at everything. So first thing I did was, well, first I have to show this. So this is actually a Christmas present for my wife. I don't buy her a lot of vinyl because she doesn't really listen to a whole lot. Like I'll play some stuff that I know she likes while she's cooking. Like I've got some records for her, like some Fleetwood Mac, some Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Well, hello, Belle. But this is more of just getting it for her because of what it is. So her favorite movie is The Goonies, and I was looking at the soundtrack and I found this. This is the Goonies soundtrack, and this is in pristine condition, absolutely flawless condition. And I was like, cool, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it. Okay. What are you doing? Sorry, I didn't want her to jump on my turntable. She's never done that before, but this is in flawless condition. And I thought, okay, let me just get it for her, because what else I have for Christmas is Goonie related as well. Some like clothing and stuff like that. But because again, she collects Goonie stuff. We have a collector's edition box set of the movie. We have books and games and all that stuff. So I figured I can add this to it, and this will go with her present that I'm getting her as well. But what I noticed right before I bought it was this as well, right here in the corner. You can see that without the glare. It's got a promo sticker, not sticker, but the promo, the gold stamp promo on it as well. I thought, well, that's makes it even cooler. She'll think that's cool as well. So, like I said, this is a pristine copy in great condition. So, very cool to add this to the collection for vinyl, but also just for her collecting of Goonies memorabilia as well. She'll think that's very cool. So, and she'll want to listen to it too as well, I know. But so adding that to her, like I said, she never watches my videos, so I'm not worried about her seeing this before Christmas. Again, while I was looking in the used section, I found this. Got to have this in your collection, right? This is obviously the Beastie Boys debut album, Licensed to Ill. And what's awesome about this was it said on it 1986 release, which means that it's an original. And I was like, wow, this is an original. So I was like, I looked at the price and it was 30 bucks. And that's before the 18% discount. I went, man, 30 bucks. You know, these normally go anywhere from like $50 to $100 depending on condition. So I said, let me take a closer look at it. So I took a closer look at it, and the cover isn't in the best of shape. There's a little bit of damage right here. You can see there's like a little hole there. So, I mean, the cover isn't perfect by any means. You know, it's not perfect by any means. So I'm like, okay, well, that's definitely part of the reason. So I'm like, well, let me look at the record. The record looks to be in pretty great shape, honestly. I mean, I'd say it's VG plus all the way around. There might be a little bit of mark, like a few marks on it, but it doesn't affect the play really at all. Oh, I should not have taken this all the way out. Excuse me. I know that's always a no-no. You should never take the record out of the sleeve if you can't put it back in. So, pardon me. But the record plays great. I mean, there's a few little cracks and pops in some of the quiet spots of the record, but to be fair, this record, if you know it, which I'm sure you do, there's not a lot of quiet spots in this record because it kind of goes into the next song without there being any noise or, you know, or any quiet spots, you know, just, you know, so it plays great. So I kind of feel like I got a really good deal because, like I said, the cover, I mean, there's a few little things here and there, but what do they say? You can't play the cover, or you don't play the cover. So, I mean, for, you know, 30 bucks with 18% discount, I mean, I got it for like 24 bucks, maybe 25 bucks. You can't beat that for an original. And, you know, maybe one day I'll find a pristine cover and a tore up vinyl and I'll just throw out the vinyl and keep the cover. You never know. So I thought that was a very cool score. You know, that's one I didn't actually have in my collection, and shame on me. It's, you know, I didn't realize this. That record has sold over 10 million copies worldwide. It's a diamond certified, which, you know, is amazing. I think it's the best, if not one of the best selling hip hop records of all time. It's one of the biggest debut albums of all time, obviously. You know, just a phenomenal record. All the way around. A lot of great stuff on that record. So very excited to pick that up. So I was looking through the new while I was there as well. And I've been wanting to add more punk to my collection. And so one of my favorite all-time punk bands that I didn't have any of is Social Distortion. And so I found this. This is the 2012 Music on Vinyl pressing of Social Distortion. Heard a lot of good things about this pressing. I'm not going to pull it out, but it does have the original Epic label on it. It's 180 gram vinyl. This is just a phenomenal record. This is their third record, self-titled. A lot of big hits on this one. Story of My Life being the biggest, but I got the cover of Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash, of course. Ball and Chain is on this record, just to name a few. I mentioned before, I've seen them live when they opened up for Foo Fighters. Just a phenomenal band. Can't say enough about about this band. This record by far is probably their biggest. Again, this was their third studio album. Came out in 1990. I'm hoping they do another reissue of it. The reason I say that is when I talk about the next record. But very excited to pick this up. I wanted to add some punk in my collection because I have a little bit of punk. Like I have a couple Clash records. I have a comp from Record Store Day a year or so ago. The Go Ahead Punk comp. But you know, like I said, Social Distortion is probably either my favorite or second favorite punk band, and you know, wanted to add some of their stuff into my collection. This was already on sale, marked down to like 26 bucks. So then to have another 18% discount brought it down even further. Very excited. So yeah, awesome, awesome. And then also, this just came out like a couple of weeks ago. This was the 40th anniversary of Social Distortion's debut album, Mommy's Little Monster. Phenomenal record. Great debut record from a punk band that, you know, was new on the scene in Southern California. And this is the hype sticker here. I always try to keep the hype stickers when they're like this, from Craft Recordings. And this is why I was saying I hope that they do a reissue of that record. I hope Craft does one, because Craft has just been doing so many great things lately. With Jazz Records, of course, you know, they're doing the ORGs, but I'm hoping that they keep doing stuff like this as well. This is amazing, because let me read this: 40th anniversary edition indie rock store exclusive limited clear smoke vinyl. I'll show you the vinyl in a second. The SoCal Punk Pioneers debut album, including the track Mommy's Little Monster and single Another State of Mind. A.A. Lacquer's cut from the original master tapes by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grunman's mastering, pressed on 180 gram vinyl. That's awesome that they were able to do that. Again, coming in these sleeves too, coming in polyline sleeves. Craft, so good. And then that clear smoked vinyl looks pretty cool with the awesome label on it as well. And it's in a gatefold like the original as well. Just an awesome cover. The back of it as well. I mean, it looks just like the originals. And originals of this are not cheap. You know, even the early reissues of this are not cheap either. They did do it. I didn't realize this, back in 2019, they did Craft did one as well. But I guess they figured 40th anniversary, let's do another one on special vinyl. Very happy to add this to the collection. So now I got two Social Distortion albums, two of the best as well. So, but I'm hoping that they'll do one of the third album, because if they could do a pressing of that self-titled, just be phenomenal. I haven't, like I said, I haven't listened to that third album yet to see what the sound quality is, but the reviews I've read of it have been nothing but good, so I'm sure it sounds great. But I would love to just see what Craft could do with it, because I'm sure it's awesome. Man, she is just all over the place, isn't she? And lastly, the last record I picked up is this one. This is the Darkness Permission to Land. This celebrated its 20th anniversary as well. I love this record. I remember I had the CD of this. This as well. This band is a band that I don't know why they were never bigger than they are now. Justin Hawkins, to me, is so entertaining, but he also just he's so good. He's a great guitar player, a great frontman, got an amazing falsetto, just a great showman. Sometimes maybe a little too crazy. What was cool was it came with these free magnets, which is kind of funny that they happen to be right here, covering up a little bit of the cover for a good reason. I'm not going to pull them out to show you. This is in a gatefold. It comes with a free poster, and then also it's on the Atlantic label, which is really cool. Let me show you that real quick. I think the label's really cool because even though it's on the Atlantic label, it's got that Darkness logo on it as well. This also came in a marbled, like a blue and black marbled vinyl. They didn't have that one. Not hurting my feelings. I'm just happy to have the record because this was such a good record. So many great songs on this one. The biggest one being I Believe in a Thing Called Love, but there's so many other great songs on this. Black Shuck, Get Your Hands Off of My Woman, Love on the Rocks with No Ice, Stuck in a Rut. So many just great songs on this record that I think just nobody really knows about, just because all they know is that one song. And that's really the only song that The Darkness is known for. And there's so many other great songs that this band has in their catalog. So it's out there. Like I said, it's 20th anniversary. They're still available. Go out there and get it. Love this band. If you don't know this band, look them up. Like I said, 20 years, they're still around, they're still touring. Justin actually has a YouTube channel. It's called Justin Hawkins Rides Again. It's actually pretty entertaining. He talks about stuff that's going on, and it's just an entertaining watch. Anyway, guys, those are my pickups. Like I said, picked up some good stuff, I thought. Most of it on discount because of Lunchbox's 18th anniversary. So congratulations, Lunchbox, for sticking around for 18 years. I'm sure you're going to be around for at least another 18. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this, the stuff I picked up. And hope to hear from you guys. Leave me some comments down below. Leave me the old thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will catch you later. Bye.